So when she said that to you, what did it feel like to you in the moment? Did it feel like she was being helpful? Did you just feel like she was
You
trying to,
know, yeah, so long story short, my father also had his a little stint with alcohol, and my mom was also trying to protect me, and I understand now. Like they're still together. He's a wonderful, wonderful father, incredible. But my mom does know from that perspective of being with somebody for over 50 years of the struggle that I would go through with somebody that is dependent on substances and the stuff that she would go through. So she was very much on like, you know what, like it's going to be weird to tell people that you canceled it, but this is not the life that you want, because this is the life I have, and I don't have the options. My mom didn't have an education. She basically, they got married at 19. She came
yeah.
here with basically completely dependent on my father, nothing, no skills, nothing aside from being a wonderful mother and a housemaker. And she's like, I gave you the tools for you to be like, tell any guy to, F himself if you're not being treated well. But also, it was those two things of, like, hey, I want to get married, or I thought that that's what I wanted. But I think a lot of women sometimes they think about the aesthetic of weddings and the aesthetic of, oh, being engaged and the ring and the wedding and the dress and all of those things. And I might feel guilty that well, not guilty, but I feel like I might have fell into a little bit of that too, of just like that fantasy versus the reality of actually what marriage is.
Yeah.
It's not just a wedding. It's not just the dress or the aesthetics or the things. So then it's like, all right, you have a wedding, but being married, that's an everyday thing, an everyday commitment, struggle, and also paperwork. And then when you have a child, then you
Hmm.
pass on all of this baggage, and then they absorb whatever energy is with their parents and all of that stuff. And then generational trauma and all of those things. And I'm like, okay, I don't necessarily think that that's what I envision for myself.